fourth down, and they wanted to try to block the punt, is what they wanted to try to do, put us back out there and have us punt and block the punt. So we just said, the hell with it, we'll just throw it in the end zone.
Hey, not Kale, but the caller, do you remember who caught it?
Cooper.
Yeah, you're right, Adrian Cooper.
Adrian Cooper.
I was at the game there, but yeah, that is one that OU fans love to bring up, and I've heard Pat's explanation of it before. But hell of a play, Kale. I mean, that really was that was kind of it, because it was a good game. I mean,
matter of fact, I think OSU might have been up. Before that. We came out.
Good times. Well, hey, I'll let you guys go,
good
but
stuff.
I wanted to know that. All right, peace.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for the call. Appreciate all the calls today. We've had a ton of those.
Had a bunch of them.
Yeah, appreciate it. We can continue to take more if you would like. Fill them up here during the break. Kel, what's going on at Mathis Home?
Mathis Home, fantastic selection of genuine Lazy Boy recliners, specially priced at just $4.99. Come in for Freedom to Save event. Choose from dozens of sofas, bedrooms, dining sets, all specially priced.
Sanford Stadium and Athens.
One of the
This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Georgia Bulldogs.
Deals you won't find anywhere else.
Alongside David Thomas and Jessica Palmer, I am Reese Davis. On the road down the sideline, we say hello to
Coach Venables told me before the game, this is a challenging environment. Bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Reese?
Thank you, Holly. Really.
Even bigger expectations. From Norman to Stillwater, the countdown to Saturdays is on. 38 days. The countdown
The
to
Sooners ready to kick it away first.
98.1 FM. WWLS. The Sport Town is presented by Rob's Ranch.
Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bulldogs offense comes onto the field first today. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue.
Oh, he's got it. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Download the Albert
Back
app
to
and use
throw.
promo
It's
code
Stockton.
deposit to borrow up
Just
to $10,000 for
able
whatever
to
you
make the
need.
connection.
Albert
It's
app helps you
incomplete.
budget better. and
They're
save
dealing
more
with a
money, so you
second
reach your
and
financial
long.
goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code
Reject fires complete.
DEPSIT to borrow up
Good
to
call, good
$10,000.
execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
Hey, Corey. Hey, Sabi. I really want this
play action
commercial
on
to be
first down.
different. What do you mean? I have a massive
strike
scholarship,
downfield.
both at home and overseas. Thank
And
you
how
for your
about that?
bravery,
What
your
the doctor
service, and effort to protect
always
our receiver.
ordered. An
We can't thank you
explosive
enough.
play to the
You're
40.
right, Sabi. We're showing our support by donating a
They'll
brand
move
new
the
Kia
wide
to a
receiver.
Brave Army veteran. We're going to double the military rebate from Kia and make it
They'll run play
$1,500.
action.
Corey, nobody loves our
Fires
troops
to the
more
tight
than
end.
Kia.
And they knocked him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
Looking for the best deals
At the
on
end of
guns
the
and
play,
gear?
there's a
Head to
Georgia
H&H
Bulldog
Shooting
who has yet
Sports
to get
take
up.
advantage of these
They got
huge
3 on the last
manufacturer
pass.
rebates.
Here comes second and
Buy
7.
select Sig Sauer pistols and get a free Foxtrot EDC flashlight. Plus, buy select Springfield Model 2020 rifles and score a free XDM Elite 10mm pistol.
And he's
Don't miss
dragged
out.
down.
Visit Oklahoma's headquarters
A
for guns and
third down
gear.
play coming
H&H
from
Shooting
the 32
Sports,
as they
located
try to
just
keep
off
the drive
I-40 in
going.
Meridian and OKC.
When life throws you a curveball, whether it's a car crash, motorcycle accident, or worse, you don't just need
Can't
a lawyer.
get him to the ground.
You need J.R.
He is
Rumsey and
stopped well
Associates,
short
where
of the
over
first down, but they
100
are
years of
still in
combined
field
legal
goal
experience
range, assuming they send the
stands
kicker
behind
out
you.
there.
Rumsey has practiced in Oklahoma City for decades, earning a reputation
On
as a
fourth down,
fearless
they're taking
litigator
to the
and
air.
compassionate advocate. He has helped thousands
Converts
obtain
on fourth down,
justice
and he's
and
still going.
maximum compensation.
They make the stop and not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off.
I'm telling you, he really stood up for Julie and I when we had our horrible
And the
car
Dogs
accident.
go
There's
back to
nobody
work
better
after
than
moving the
J.R.
chains
Holmesy.
through the
What about
air.
the course? Talk to me first. Consultations are free.
Keeping it
and you
on the
pay
ground
nothing
inside.
unless they
It's
win your
Phillips.
case. So call
Stop
J.R.
is made
today.
almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
Or visit
So now it's second and
to
long.
schedule your free consultation today.
Off-play
When the stakes
action.
are high, you deserve
Tight end
experience,
finds a soft
dedication,
spot.
and compassion. J.R. Holmesy Associates.
They're about to
Because
snap
when
it for the
matters
10th
most,
time on this
experience
opening
matters.
drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on third down.
Football game days are coming soon.
Looking to pass.
Taste
It's
it,
Stockton.
baby. Taste it. Closer to
Dumps
kickoff.
it to the
Big
back.
hits, big games.
It's complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Powered by Rob's Ranch. Oh, man. I believe it's 30.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal.
Over 3.5 wins for Stanford. That week 1's free. Week 0 is a free one. And then
Tries again to get it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Gets it into the end zone.
And that's a great job finishing the drive. But man, I gotta go back. I love the 4th down call. Being aggressive. First drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone. They cap it off. They create momentum to start.
Of the Oklahoma State game, 1990.
They get set for the point after we have the first score of the game.
That would be. That would be.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive.
Let me see. I'm
And they finish it up with a 3-yard
Do they
scoring
show
toss.
it on the show?
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Yes, they do.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped.
Do they just show the play, or do they show
So the
the
Oklahoma
timeout, everybody
Sooners
coming back
offense
on the
takes the
field?
field for the first time in this game. And
Yeah,
enough
hold
to
on,
lead
sure.
this team is John
Pat would
Mateer.
be happy with
Last
that
time
if they
out,
did
a
that.
solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of
Okay,
scores.
listen to Pat right here.
This is what we expected. This crowd
He
ready
said
to
that,
make its presence
He said
known.
that Steve was having a little bit of trouble
With
in
the
the game.
catch, it's Sategna.
So
Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
almost interception.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but
He's
it'll
gonna
be
set
enough
up.
for a first down.
Yep.
Here's
We
his
want to stop
offense
it with
with a
enough
fresh
time to
set
block
of
the kick.
downs.
Can't give an explanation, Craig.
Looking to
Honestly,
throw on first down.
Happy to come back.
And this will be incomplete.
We
A
still
big hit there for his
He
second
throws the
down.
ball.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
He said he can't just stand there and watch somebody catch the ball.
Off the play fake.
That's good stuff.
Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30.
For all parties.
From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left.
All right,
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And we're definitely going to do that.
The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
We have
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
I mean,
A safe call on the wide receiver screen.
Do you have an updated
Behind the chains now on second and long.
No, but I can get. I mean, it's only a click away from me.
Caught in the backfield. It's
I would highly
Harris.
recommend not betting on the Hall of
Down
Fame
for
game.
the tackle.
It just
Some third
don't
down
think there's any
conversions
angles there.
tougher than others. This one a
It is
long
game
one on
and a
third
day
down
to
from the
rejoice the
43.
return of the sport.
Oh man, the Panthers are
Quarterback moving out of the pocket.
favorite against the
Inside the
Cardinals on
45.
most sports books.
Quarterback
I actually do
slides,
remember
and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
That there is a
And you're
profitable
seeing
way to
here
bet on
the
Hall of Fame
difficulties
game. I'm gonna
defenses
look it
have
up
trying to
and remember
contain
that.
this guy. If you leave a
Yeah,
lane
it's
open, if
probably
you don't
under.
sack him right
Okay,
away,
it's
you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take
You're
off.
trying to,
And he is very difficult
you're trying to
tackle.
get everything finished.
He's
This
got
was what
running
surprised
back
me yesterday.
ability
The
out of
Raiders
space.
going with Cousins as their
This
starting
crowd
quarterback
bringing
over
the
Mendoza.
energy and noise early.
There's
That's caught. It's
no
Harris.
reason to put Mendoza
Dragged
out
down,
there
but they'll
at the beginning
move
of the
the sticks
season.
for
I mean,
a
if he
first down.
is going through camp,
And the
looks like he
Sooners,
is
after
ready.
moving the sticks through the air,
then
come
I
to
think
the
fine.
line.
I mean, they made some investments in their offensive line in the offseason.
On
They
the
were in one
option.
of the toughest divisions in football.
Now
The three
the
teams
toss.
in front of them in
There
that
to
division
stop
are
him
all
after
very
a
good.
pickup of
Among
one to the
all
22.
potential Super Bowl
As they get set to snap it, They're just about to reach the end of the
to
quarter.
mentor him. And so Francisco
Now the
Mendoza
play
gets to do
fake.
that under Kirk Cousins. There's no
Fires it
surprise there.
beautifully in on the
And that's a
crosser.
good guy to learn
And
from. A guy
after
that's
the
been in
stop,
the league.
that is going
He's
to
had
put a
some
bow on
success.
this
He's had
first
some ups
quarter.
and downs. Been in some different places, but he's been in it for a while.
Well, guys, it's Georgia
I don't see
holding the
any
lead at the end of the
problem with that
quarter. And we've come to the end
I
of
think
one.
that's the
And
right
let's take a
decision.
quick moment to
Again,
catch
just
up on the
let's get it out
stats.
in front of everybody right now. We're going to tell you right now, so we're not asking every single day who's the starting quarterback going to be. Let's get it out in the open, and here's what we're going with.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period.
Not such
So
good
they had a
news
chance
for the
to
Atlanta
talk over
Falcons.
this third down
Michael
play to
Penix
open the
has
period.
been injury prone throughout most of his
They'll try
entire
to run
career.
for it.
There was a real
Back to the
question
line
about
of scrimmage,
his
and
durability when they
that
drafted him.
is
He's going to be
it.
ready
It'll
to
be
go
fourth down.
for another week.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3.
Issue.
This whole
And
way
he
is going to see
not
if
ready
this
to go.
kicker can
So
operate
the
in the
Falcons
sea of
open up training
noise.
camp and are already
Splits the uprights.
signing a free
Good.
agent
That'll
to
bring
take
him
some
to
snaps
within
at that
4.
quarterback position. But that could be really, really bad news for the Falcons this year. That is not, to me, a great start at the quarterback position.
Not good. Not good at all. I agree with you.
I feel like they finished the
And
season
he's
with
going
some
to bring it
momentum,
out
too,
of the
so
end
that's
zone.
very disappointing, I'm sure,
I
for
imagine
Falcons
he's
fans.
going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end
I
zone
have
and being
a
knocked down at the
Lions
11.
question for you. You guys can give
Looking
your opinion on
downfield,
this
it's
one.
Stockton.
Dan Campbell
Back
said,
open in the
according
middle.
to...
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And man, you know he's looking for more.
Conducting joint practices
The Dogs
for the
can
first
play
time
this
since
second down a
2021.
lot of ways
Obviously,
with
these
just a
joint
few yards to
practices
go.
are kind of they've been around for a while, but in the absence of really competitive
The run
preseason
inside.
games, they're all
It's
the more
Phillips.
important. What do you guys
He
think of
tried
the
to find
Lions
some
not
running room,
holding
but they
joint
get him
practices?
stopped. This is the type of play that can give the
Is there a
offense
reason behind it?
momentum.
Does he
Third and
think that it
short
leads
from
to more
inside the
injury?
20.
Like I don't know what that
Find
would
his
be.
big tight end.
The Lions
They
had
stay
injury issues in
aggressive
their
and push
defense
their
all
way
year
out to the
last year,
33 and
and they
it's
are
first
already
down.
having injury issues in their secondary this year, which is a big problem.
He said he thinks it'll get guys
Looking for
better
room.
prepared
It's
for the
Phillips.
season if they don't
Really
hold
good
joint
effort on
practices
that one
and
to
play
work his
starters
way
more
up to
time
the
in preseason
42.
games, which is obviously not the
The big
conventional
pickup
thinking
on
in the
first
NFL
down
today.
leaves them with 2nd and 1. Looking to fire. The short hand.
I mean, he's a tough guy, right? I mean,
They
he's
bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I don't know.
This Georgia
There has to
offense
be
moving
a
quickly
reason
down the
for it,
field.
as well. I think they're good. Kind of breaks it up a little bit. I mean, it's, you got 23 days of camp, and
With that last
that's a
grab
long
coming
time.
up just
to
short of
be
the sticks.
going
Plenty of
against,
options here on 2nd and short.
Guy on your team and the same people. So I mean,
Leaves it
unless
with
they
the back.
just feel like it causes
He
too much
gets it past the
controversy,
sticks, and Georgia has
a
a first down.
and things like this. And guys
Offense
take
about
cheap
to reel
shots,
off
which
its 7th
I don't
play of
really
the
see that
drive.
very much now. I see a lot of the
Wants to
fights
throw
that
on
take
first
place
down.
with this stuff, but
They'll run the screen. He's
yeah, I
there to
don't know.
make
There
the
must be some
stop,
kind
and
of
they
reasoning
threw it
to
in
it, I would think.
reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The Lions are in a good spot this year. They're in a tough division.
Dropping back, it's Stockton.
The Vikings, I
And
think,
it's
have some quarterback issues to
intercepted. He
work
tried to
out.
set up the
You
screen,
never know
and the
when you're going to
defense
catch
was
Caleb
right
Williams.
there.
You might get,
And on the interception
first half
return, he'll
Caleb
finally
Williams.
be stopped at the
You might
33.
get into the game Caleb Williams, which was really good last year.
Great job recognizing the screen.
But they play,
How about the eye-hand coordination by the
a last
big
play
man
schedule,
there,
and
hauling that interception
the NFC
in,
North
and then
plays the
rumbling
NFC
and bumbling
South.
and stumbling.
While the NFC East plays the NFC West. So think of the havoc that could potentially, the Cowboys and the Eagles are going to be playing the Seahawks and the Rams.
The Rams in San Francisco.
Yeah.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half.
I think no matter who you are, the toughest game in the
Running
South is either
inside.
Carolina
It's Robinson.
or Tampa.
Miles ahead for a
might be a little
pickup
bit
of
better
1
this
to
year.
the 32.
Than it was, but
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Seahawks and the 49ers.
I agree. I agree with
From the
that.
gun, they'll try to impose their
Hey,
will.
did you watch any of
Couldn't fight his way out of his
Indiana
grasp.
Fever and the Seattle Storm last
The
night?
Dogs are off the leash and coming
If it was
after him
something
on
that I
third
needed to, I
down.
wish you would have texted me.
Man, I'm telling you, Caitlin Clark went off last night. She had 32 points last night. Man,
Yeah.
in the
From
second
the gun,
half, she
wants
was
to
on
pass.
fire. They got another girl on there,
Quickly out
Kelsey
to the
Mitchell.
tight end.
Man,
And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there.
She is really
The Sooners will try to pick it up on fourth down.
She's a good-looking player.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Really good game back.
Fires to the big fella.
I do apologize for calling Fernando Mendoza Francisco
But not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep his drive alive.
He'd be okay with it. He'd say, "Don't worry about it, Mark. It's okay."
Feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the 22.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you can do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Instead of watching that last night, Mark was watching Mike. We're going to take a full circle here. Was watching Michael McGreevy being unable to get through.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
2 outs in the second inning.
Wants to throw.
There were baseball games last night early on. There was like 6-0, 7-0, 4-0.
They've got great pressure on this defense.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
The Tigers last night got against the Orioles. They're already playing right now too. Had 19 hits in the game. Statistically,
we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long.
You get 5 at bats, don't get a hit.
He's looking downfield
and
to
the
throw.
Marlins had lost 12
and
games in a row.
He can't make the play on third down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do it. Hard to get inside the kicker's head.
I'm telling you, you guys got to get off this regular season baseball.
That brings him to within 1.
You need to get on the WNBA.
Well, I don't dislike it, but I tell you what, Cale, you haven't lived until you've sweated regular season baseball games in late March. I mean, there is no better feeling in the world than knowing that there's 150 more games.
No attempt at a return. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive.
Every day when you got a favorite team. That's exactly right, J-Mo. I'm watching in late March. I'm watching in mid-April. All those games are important. They count in the standings just like the others.
And so sometimes you get great matchups. Last year and early in the season, I was fortunate enough to get to go to
they try to pop a run on the draw.
American family.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout.
Schemes.
They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
The Miz face Clayton Kershaw. I mean, what a matchup that is. How about that?
Unloads to the wideout.
It's called Francisco
Mendoza
Stadium is what it's called.
That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
Get your camera out.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback. You don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. You're trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
I'm ready for the season. I'm ready.
You better hurry up and get Baker to sign it. He may be traded to somebody else here pretty soon.
It's Stockton.
I think that's the right move for him. Motivated,
coming up with positive yardage there. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first.
Mathis home. Tell us one more time.
34-34 West
keeping the eyes downfield.
Fantastic selection.
That'll be enough to convert the third down.
Just $4.99.
Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia.
Freedom to save event.
And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
All specially priced just for you. Whatever your style, they have it here.
To the air on first down.
Mathis home has fast food delivery on every time you score.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
The lowest prices on every single item, every single day. Mathis Home is a furniture superstore. Whatever you're looking for,
red zone, he's going to throw it.
34-34 West Reno, also a big store in Midwest City and in
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown.
Edition of the Middle of the Day Show. See you then. What's coming up next?
Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Jim Traver.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock.
I think y'all got to get used to it.
The offense cashing it in on that drive.
About players that are from here.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into
This might be my last show ever, who knows? But if they allow me to come back, then I will continue to look at things the way I look at them.
Afternoon Sports Beat with Jim Traver. Weekdays at 2 on WWLS, the Sports Animal.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Sponsored by Chuck E. Cheese, where a kid can be a kid.
Now, kids can have
And
the
the
best birthday
PAT
ever
makes it
for $100.
14-6.
The legendary ticket
So a
blaster, 2 hours of
well-executed
unlimited
8th-place
gameplay,
75-yard
better prices,
drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown.
for 6 kids. Book now at
The returner will field it and bring it back.
The government is over.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Complex and unforgettable.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive.
Taxes to the IRS.
Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep it contained here late in the half. And they head to the locker room. Quarters into book 10. First round, check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with a look at Virginia Tech taking on the Boston College Eagles. And it's the Hokies able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. This coach knows the importance of that win. It gets him to 2-2 on the year after a nice road victory. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
My toes was gonna break, and it just hurting now when I want to go to bed. They
now back to your game at Sanford Stadium in Athens.
I got evaluation first. I've done 24 treatments now. I don't have no pain.
Third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory.
That's my favorite
thing. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Sensations or numbness in your feet, legs, hands, or arms, it could
Ready
be a
to get
sign
things
of
going here in the
neurology.
second half as
Take the
Georgia
first
about to
step
kick
toward
it
relief.
away.
Our treatments are covered by Medicare, Medicaid, VA, and most
And he's
insurance
gonna bring
plans.
this one
Feel
out.
better in just a few short weeks.
This guy is
Relief
so
is
dangerous.
closer
The
than you
excellent
think.
vision to
Call
find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field
404-4949 or
position.
visit nerverenewalnow.com.
We want to see
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
Hey, Sabi,
And he's knocked down. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Get it out on the screen.
Brave Army veterans.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never develops.
Our troops more than Khalid Akil. Sabi, nobody.
To the air. It's Mateer. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. Punt goes out of bounds and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10.
Or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away. Albert can get me up to $10,000? Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run. I'm downloading Albert right now.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Whatever you need.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35.
Goals faster. Download the Albert app right now.
Got it behind the line. Just right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short.
Attention anyone who has had a colonoscopy, endoscopy, or any other
Looking to the
scope
big
procedure.
tight end.
If you or a loved one
Just a
developed a serious
horrific
infection or
call,
health complication after a scope procedure, you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Dangerous infections have been reported across the country linked to Olympus endoscopes. Olympus scopes may have been defectively designed, and manufacturer instructions may not have been adequate in enabling proper disinfection, putting patients' health at risk. If you or a loved one were hospitalized for a bacterial infection within 90 days of a scope procedure or developed sepsis, organ failure, HIV, tuberculosis, an antibiotic-resistant superbug, or another serious complication following a scope procedure, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Call now to find out if you qualify, but hurry. Time to file a claim could be limited. Call 800-891-1857 now to see if you qualify. That's 800-891-1857. 800-891-1857.
Broadcasting sponsored by Parish Devon Injury Lawyers. Visit pepperwinds.com. WWLS-FM, The Village, Oklahoma City. The Sports Animal, a Cumulus station. He's known as the ultimate in the sports universe. The man, the myth, the ego. It's the Afternoon Sports Beat with Jim Traver on 98.1 FM. WWLS, the Sports Animal.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Afternoon Sports Beat on this hot hump day. I'm Jim Traver, your host. Going to be with you until 6 o'clock talking sports. I'm out here in Okarche with the great people from Carter Chevrolet, making friends, selling cars in that order. I got more than 250 new Chevys to choose from right now. Go to CarterChevroletOK.com. You can find them. They are remodeling. That's right. So they got a remodel sale, savings, everything discounted. I walked into where I normally go to, and it was workers in there, and there was nothing in there. I was like, what's going on here? So I finally found it. But everything's good. You can still buy a great car, and you'll get incredible savings from tremendous people out here at Carter Chevrolet in Okarche. I actually think I'm going to bring home some Ishin's chicken tonight. I haven't brought home the chicken before in my life. J-Mo, have you had Ishin's chicken yet?
No, I want to have Ishin's so bad. I love fried chicken. My in-laws want to take me there. I haven't gotten a chance to go, but man, I want it.
You got to go, man. It's good. It's really good. Really, really, really good. Yeah, you need to go. It's a pretty impressive place. How you doing today? Good?
I'm doing great. It's Wednesday. That means day baseball. We're already through 2 games. Got your Orioles on right now. The Mets and Braves. Man, I love day baseball.
The Orioles. Geez, I picked them 2 years in a row, and 2 years in a row they fell apart. So I was done with them this year.
I'll tell you what. If the Red Sox hadn't won so many games in a row, they would have been the story going into All-Star break. They're really hot too. They can make a run at this wild card.
Yeah, the wild card's wide open. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Both sides of wild cards are wide open. So it's kind of an interesting season. I think wild cards. I was kind of like, oh, okay, but if there had been a wild card when I played, dude, I'd have been in the playoffs because we finished 2 games behind Toronto, and we would have been in the playoffs. So, and I would have gotten some playoff money. Although back then, we did get some money for just finishing second in the I think we got like $8,000 or something per player. But that's one of the things when you're like a rookie or a youngster, and you get to the playoffs, and you get money. Now, if you're making $40 million or $20 million or $10 million, it doesn't mean much, but, you get money. Like when you get to the World Series, each player gets a stipend of it, and it's a pretty good amount of money. Look it up. Just look up real quick. What was the share for the Los Angeles Dodgers for the playoffs, for the World Series last year? Find out what that was, if you can. What was the share? I'm going to say it's in the neighborhood of 250, 300,000, something like that, I guess. I don't know. It's usually a pretty good amount if you win the whole thing.
It looks for the 2025 championship, they got around $500,000, $484,000. And then the year before was $477,000.
Yeah, that's incredible. What did Toronto get for coming in second?
Give me 1 minute.
Okay, I will. It's just, I'm telling you, people don't realize that. But, when I was playing, I was only making $90,000 a year. I say only, but back then, that was in 88 or something like that. And it was obviously a lot more money back then than it is now. But we talked about it, and what minimum salary now is I think it's $900,000.
The share for the Blue Jays being runner-up, $350,000 a player.
How about that, man? See, people don't realize that. So if you're not making a lot of money, and you can, and I say a lot of money. Look, I know $900,000 is a lot of money. I'm just talking about according to the other players. If you get a bonus of $300,000 or $400,000 or $500,000, That's pretty good, dude.
Well, we were talking about all-stars yesterday that are making like, $800,000, $900,000 like you're saying. That's a 30-year salary right there. You make a playoff, you get be a World Series runner-up.
Yeah. I'm just telling you, it's pretty cool to get in the playoffs. And back then there was no wild cards, but we did for finishing second in the division. We got a little money at the end. So, and it's just gone up and up and up with the agreements and everything. But you know what? It switches every year according to how many people come to the games. So if you're playing, if there's more, listen to this. This is really crazy, JMO. This is something that none of the people listening have ever heard. Maybe a couple. But do you realize that when you get to the playoffs in baseball, you want to play teams that have the biggest stadiums? Think about that in your head. It's crazy. And the bigger the stadium, like when Boston gets in, they don't get near as much money as another team. Like if it was, I don't know. Pick a big old stadium, Texas, Houston. For the stadiums that are a little bit bigger, Houston's not that big, but yeah, Boston,
Seattle.
Seattle, yeah. Well, these big stadiums, when they fill those things up, Pittsburgh or something like that, Philly, you make a lot more money. The Dodgers, I think the Dodgers is I want to say the Dodgers might be the biggest stadium in the league. Once you look
by almost 10,000, you're right.
Yeah, I think the Dodgers are the most. I know. And then who's second?
They're a bunch right next to each other. Chase Field, that's Arizona, and Phoenix is second, 48,000. But that's Dodger Stadium, 56,000 is capacity. The next biggest at Chase Field is 48,000, and then you got Seattle 47, Coors Field 46. They're all kind of Yankee Stadium 46. So they're all kind of bunched in there. Dodger Stadium far and away the biggest.
Yeah, and when the Diamondbacks were in the playoffs and I was out there and they won the World Series, they were great. They made a lot of money because they filled that stadium and then they were playing the Yankees in the championship. I don't know how much. That'd be interesting. How much did the Arizona Diamondbacks when they won the 2000 World Series or 2001 World Series? What? I wonder how much their share was. Because it was bigger than it's not as big as it is now, but because it was them and the Yankees, they got because a huge stadium sold out, they got a lot more money. Really, yeah. I want to say that their share was somewhere around 180 or 200,000. I can't remember exactly because it's a long time ago, but I think that's what it might be. Tell me what it was.
It looks like it was 275,000, a little over 275,000.
See that, man? That's 26 years ago, dude. And there were some guys on that team that were youngsters like Junior Spivey and some of those young guys. Junior Spivey's from here, so that's why I mentioned his name. Good kid, man. I love me some Junior Spivey. But yeah, that's something that people don't think about. Now, if you're making $30 million, it doesn't matter. But we talk about that in-season tournament that they're playing in the NBA, and they're getting like $1 million. Well, those dudes that are sitting on the bench, it's not like they're making $50,000 a year, but they're not making what SGA and those dudes are making. But if they could get themselves a little check for $1 million, kidding me? That's a nice little money deal.
So what you're saying here, Jim, is that the players don't necessarily want the Athletics in their 10,000-seat minor league stadium to make the playoffs this year.
Oh no! If the Athletics made it this year in the playoffs, it would really hurt the number of how much money that's going to be coming because they take the whole playoff. And what's it say for Boston? Boston's got 34, is it? What's Boston? 30 something. 35.
Boston is 37,000.
And is that last if it wasn't for Oakland playing in the minor leagues?
I tell you what, there is two smaller I'm seeing right here.
Cubbies?
I don't see the Cubs. Lone Depot Park in Miami, which is a fairly new stadium. That is remarkable. It's less than
That's because nobody goes to that. Nobody goes to see them play, so they want to make sure it didn't look really, really bad. Is Milwaukee one of them?
No, the lowest is Progressive Field at 34,000 in Cleveland.
Wow. Boy, they really built that small. I didn't realize that it was that small.
Milwaukee and Wrigley, both over 40,000, both at 41,000. Milwaukee Stadium, I think they expanded a little bit. It's good.
They did. Now. Let me tell you something. The Diamondbacks opened the season in Milwaukee, And it was the very first year of that stadium. I've told this story before, but I don't know if you've heard it. And, of course, when you go to Milwaukee in April, it is still really cold, okay? Really cold.
No doubt.
And we were there, and the Diamondbacks, I think they were the defending champions, I believe. And it was a brand new stadium, and everybody was all fired up. Well, it was freezing outside, okay? I mean, freezing. And these idiots in this stadium put the heater on the ceiling. Now, I don't know if you know this, but heat rises, okay?
That's right.
So guess what? The stadium was freezing. There were people wrapped up in blankets. Matter of fact, this big fat dude fell asleep in his blanket, but his shirt was up and he had the dinger going. You know what a dinger is?
I don't know what a dinger is.
Dinger is when you have your shirt up and you can see your fat belly, you know? It's a dinger because if you want to look up right now, look up the Colorado Rockies mascot. His name is Dinger. He has like his shirt, you can see his belly.
Oh, he's got a bare midriff there. I see that.
Yeah, see that? You see that? So we call it a dinger. And so this fat dude had a dinger going, and he had his beer in his hand that he would not let go of, and he was dead asleep. The Diamondbacks were killing the Brewers. And I did a deal. It was a boring game, and everybody was freezing. So I used my telestrator a little bit on the fat boy. I circled his stomach and said, now this is where some heat's getting out. And then I went up and top and I said, also there's more heat coming out of the shirt here. Oh, God, it was great stuff.
That's
man.
phenomenal.
I telestrated the fat dude sitting by himself. Man.
That's how you use the telestrator right there.
Hey, listen, man, I'm going to tell you this. Tom Brenneman's one of the best that's ever done it. And I became pretty good at it. But let me tell you when I was at my best, when it was a blowout. Because all of the camera guys knew that I loved doing that, and I was good at it. So the cameramen would all look for things in the stands when it was a blowout, right? And they'd find like a little girl picking her nose or something, you know what I'm saying? And then when we were in Philly, it was a boring game, and the daggone Philly fanatic came in. Let me tell you this. When we would go to Philly, you'll love this. When we would go to Philly, we had a little, we kept a count of how many Philly cheesesteaks I would eat. And we kept it in the booth. And it was like up on the wall. We'd bring it up, put it up there, and it would pay Traber's cheesesteaks. And it would put 1, 2, you know what I'm saying? So I would eat, like in a 3-game series, I would try to eat 4 or 5 of them, you know? I mean, because I love cheesesteaks and they're the best in the world. So I'd come in and Tommy'd go, Jimmy T, how many cheesesteaks today? I said, I had 1 for lunch and I ate 1 for dinner last night, so we need to add 2 to the thing, and we make a big deal of it and stuff. So one time, Phillies were blowing us out. It was an ugly game, and the Philly fanatic came in, and he and I started brawling in there. We had a brawl. We were fighting each other, me and the Philly fanatic. It was good stuff, man.
What's the question they ask about the Philly cheese? Is it Geno's or Pat's? Are those the two places?
Yeah, Geno's or Pat's. But Geno's and Pat's really aren't the best. They're just the one that people talk about. There's like 3 or 4 of them that are, I mean, really, Geno's and Pat's are good. Don't get me wrong. I've eaten at both of them. But I don't even know the names of the other ones. But if you look it up, if you say best cheesesteak in Philadelphia, it will not bring up. All right, I'm going to do it right now. Are you doing it?
I am.
Okay, you do it. You do it. You'll be better. Yeah, let me hear.
Yeah, not Geno's and Pat's in the top 2 here.
What comes up?
Sonny's is a place that comes up.
And what's the next one?
D'Alessandro's.
D'Alessandro's I've been to. It's real. D'Alessandro's is incredible. Who was number 3 and 4? Give me a couple more.
You got John's Roast Pork.
I've never eaten that one.
And this is a weird name. Ishkabibbles.
Ishkabibbles. That's I've never eaten one either. I've heard of it, but I've never eaten there.
How about this? At 5 and 6, you got Jim's is number 5, and then
I know about Jim's,
and then Angelo's number 6 here.
Now I've eaten at D'Alessandro's, Angelo's, Pat's, and Geno's. I've eaten at those 4. But yeah, man, one of my favorite things when I was doing that was when we could mess around, in the booth. I love doing that, dude.
That's I think That's my favorite thing about watching regular season baseball, to be honest, is I feel like the viewing experience, that's a huge part of it, is it's almost like talk radio mixed with live sports in a way. And that's one of my favorite parts of watching it in the regular season.
Mark Rogers said he's had John's and Angelo's. He said they were both top-notch. So, yeah, Angelo's, Mark, you're right. Angelo's was really good. If I ranked one of the 4 that I've eaten at, I would go D'Alessandro's 1. I would go Angelo's 2, and then I would say Pat's and Gino's are good. I mean, they're really good, but they're just not as good as a couple of the other ones. And I will tell you this: I don't like the cheese whiz. I like it with provolone. I don't know about you, but
real cheese.
Yeah, because the original one, what they did with cheese whiz, and a lot of people do it with that. But I like the provolone. But Philly cheesesteaks are just, man, it is an unbelievable place. And, I'll eat them sometimes, but it's so hard that, when you've eaten the best, it's kind of hard to try them some places. But I still try them. It's places around here, Doc Pascal says Alessandro's is it. I'm with you, Doc. That's my number 1. Alessandro's is the best. And it is good, man. I mean, you got to go. You never been to Philadelphia?
I don't think I have ever been to Philadelphia. Been to Boston in terms of historic American cities, but never Philadelphia.
You need to go to Philadelphia, man. Don't go out some places. Make sure you know where you're going at night. But the daytime, go down there, get yourself a wonderful cheesesteak. Oh, dude, it's just incredible. In the fall, that's the best time to go, is in the fall. Because the summertime is just, hot and humid and just funky,
I would imagine.
So, now, I barely eat anymore.
I was thinking, I've never had a Philly cheesesteak, I don't think, even.
What did you just say?
I don't think I've ever had a Philly cheesesteak of any kind. And I'm an eater. I'm a foodie. I like food.
What the heck is wrong with you, dude? You've never had a Philly cheesesteak?
Well, you've never been to Philly, Jim. It's hard to find a good Philly cheesesteak, like you said.
There's a couple places around here that have good Philly cheesesteaks. Louis has a really nice Philly cheesesteak.
I should try it out.
Cale Gundy, if you're listening, my man, you need to get your Louis people to deliver some Philly cheesesteaks to J-Mo here. Come on, you're powerful, Cale. You're very powerful. You can do it. You know what question I wanted to ask Cale? Maybe you can ask him this question for me.
Okay.
Unless he wants to call in. I always love talking to Cale. But I wanted to ask Cale, when they were rolling at OU, and they were rolling, dude. I don't know if you followed it, but they were rolling. They were killing people. The one year they had an offense under Kevin Wilson. I'm telling you what, dude, I think it's the best offense I've ever seen in college. The only one that compared to it was that LSU team that beat the living crap out of OU with the quarterback Burrows, and their wide receivers were just ridiculous, right? Jefferson.
Oh, yeah.
And who was the other one? Who? Jamar Chase. That was their 2 wide receivers, who might be the 2 best in the league. And then their running back was that dude who did well with Kansas City, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. But anyway, they were loaded, right? But the offenses that they had at OU were unbelievable. I wanted to ask Cale, because I know this from baseball at OSU. When you become great in a sport, and you go to class and you walk around, you got everybody like giving it up to you. You got girls looking at you. You always look a little better as a guy if your team is really good. I'm just telling you. That's the way life is. Ladies, you know that. Go back to when you were in college. If there was a team that was really, really good, you wanted more and more to talk to them than you did if they weren't any good. But I wanted to ask Cale, how hard was it to keep some of them dudes grounded? Because they're walking around and everybody's touting them. You know they are. Everybody's giving it up to them and everything. And they're probably walking into the meeting rooms thinking that they're the, you know what I mean? I can't say it, hot but stuff. They're the blank. Yeah, they're hot stuff. I wonder how hard it was. And I know that Bob Stoops was a stickler for doing what you're supposed to do. But I don't care how much of a stickler you are. If you're rolling, Gary Ward was the biggest stickler you'll ever see. And I'm letting you know, dude, I used to walk in there thinking, hey, man, I am big league. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're killing people. I mean, we're beating people by 10. There were no run rules back then. I mean, we'd win games 18-2 and 15-1. I mean, we're just killing people, right? And when I did go to class, which wasn't unfortunately very, very much, when I did go to class, they would all be, hey, you guys are doing great, man. We love you, blah, blah, blah. You know, go to the College World Series and everything. I'm wondering how hard it was for Cale and that staff to keep those dudes grounded. You know?
I would imagine
I wonder.
Extremely difficult, which is, you're talking about that is just so foreign to my college experience whatsoever at Texas Tech. We were awful. Nobody even looked twice. We might as well be at a club team for all our fellow classmates cared.
Yeah, but the Texas Tech fans are good, though. They came to the game still, didn't they?
Not back then. We had to have, we had really good, the former head coach at Texas Tech, he's now on staff at Ole Miss, Mark Adams. He was really good at going out into the community and having elementary school nights. And I tell you what, when you go out in the community and you give away free tickets to kids, them and their families, they come in droves, man. And so our big home wins were because we packed the stadium that way. But in terms of just students coming, no, Jim. Back then, nobody was going to Texas Tech basketball games.
Mark Adams, if I'm not mistaken, has connections with the Suttons. I think somehow I believe that they know something that rings a bell in my mind, but I can't remember. Of course, Sean Sutton's been coaching down there for a long, long time, and a very good friend of mine, Sean.
Mark Adams was a junior college coach in Texas for 30 years, so I'm sure you get well connected.
I think that I know that I had heard his name before he got that job, so can't remember all the men. If Mark Rogers is listening, he probably can set me a little bit straight on that. But anyway, I will bet you any amount of money those dudes were hard. They were hard to keep. I mean, I'm not saying they were going to come out and not care. I'm just saying that when players think that they are the bee's knees, that's a really old thing, man. You know?
That's what I was going to say instead of hot stuff a minute ago.
Yeah, bee's knees. I never understood that because the bee's knees are really low, right? Aren't the knees of a bee's? Aren't they right on the ground? Am I wrong?
It looks like the reason why is it started in the 1920s, just as a random nonsense phrase that rhymed that they chose to describe people with high quality. It was popularized the same time as the cat's pajamas.
The cat's meow is another one, too.
There's another one.
Yeah, the cat's pajamas. I'm telling you what now. Those people back then, they were kind of wholesome, weren't they?
I must have been.
Things that people come up with nowadays are a little bit different than that. No one's coming up with the cat's pajamas. All right. Got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Very excited about it. It's a time for an OG&E break. Save up to 20% on your monthly bill at no additional cost. Visit OG.com/efficiency. I'm here today at Carter Chevrolet Okartsi, making friends selling cars in that order. No doc fees, no addendums, no dealer add-ons, no big city gimmicks. They do a great job here. And they are doing some tremendous remodeling, but it's okay because they still got all their cars, over 250 of them, new ones. They also got a lot of pre-owns as well. Call them 405-263-7252. Tell you heard it from me, the ultimate. We'll be back. Traver's Take and a lot more coming up on The Animal.
We should pick up the phone.
Connect with WWLS, the sports animal, anytime. Call the Lucky Star Lines at 405-900-WWLS. Text the Johnny's Charcoal Broiler Sports Animal Text Nation line at 405-900-9957.
What phone is that?
Tweet the Sports Animals X feed at Sports Animal. Always a way for you to join the conversation.
Ryan, pick up, over.
And deliver your take. 98.1 FM, WWLS, The Sports Animal, thesportsanimal.com, and the Sports Animal app.
Sponsored by Central Oklahoma Habitat for Humanity.
Stop dreaming and start building. Now's the perfect time to apply for a home at Cornerstone Creek. Get an affordable, energy-efficient home that saves you money and provides a brighter future. Apply today at okchabitat.com. That's okchabitat.com.
Do you love seafood? Then you need to go taste the freshness at the Hook and Reel Cajun Seafood and Bar. And right now at the Hook and Reel, every Monday through Thursday is all you can eat for just $44.99 per person. That's right, no joke. You want snow crab legs? No problem. Shrimp? No problem. Catfish, clams, crawfish? Yep, no problem. It's all you can eat for only $44.99 per person. Make sure you ask your server all the details. So gather your friends and family for celebrating any occasion at the Hook and Reel off I-40 in MacArthur.
This summer, take the Route 66 road trip at Lucky Star. Final stop, August Progressive Payday. Win your share of $162,500 in cash with hourly drawings every Saturday night in August and get 5 times the entries every Friday. This summer, all roads lead to Lucky Star. Come and get your luck.
There's an award-winning pool builder in town that isn't afraid of a big or little challenge. Aquascape Pools is who I'm talking about, and they do it right. Aquascape Pools stands by their quality product and are with you every step of the way, from the early stages of design to the very first splash. Aquascape Pools is the leader in outdoor living. I should know they built my pool. Call 478-POOL or visit their brand new showroom at Britton and Eastern. Whether it's elegant pools, BBQ grills, pergolas, outdoor kitchens, fireplaces, or fire pits, they can help with it all. Aquascape Pools, outdoor living is our passion.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson, paid for by Action Matters.
Attention anyone who has had a colonoscopy, endoscopy, or any other scope procedure. If you or a loved one developed a serious infection or health complication after a scope procedure, you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Dangerous infections have been reported across the country linked to Olympus endoscopes. Olympus scopes may have been defectively designed, and manufacturer instructions may not have been adequate in enabling proper disinfection, putting patients' health at risk. If you or a loved one were hospitalized for a bacterial infection within 90 days of a scope procedure, or developed sepsis, organ failure, HIV, tuberculosis, an antibiotic-resistant superbug, or another serious complication following a scope procedure, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Call now to find out if you qualify. But hurry, time to file a claim could be limited.
Call 800-891-1857 now to see if you qualify. That's 800-891-1857. 800-891-1857.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses, or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code DEPOSIT to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money, so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code DEPOSIT to borrow up to $10,000. Use code DEPOSIT to borrow up to $10,000.
The 73rd Hole Radio Show, hosted by Sam Humphreys, is back tonight at 9 p.m. That's 1 hour, all golf talk, all about the PGA Tour, Live Golf, and more. They're probably talking Jackson Toivy and how he's like the second coming of Jesus or something. Anyway, I digress. Make sure to follow the 73rd Hole podcast at thesportsanimal.com or listen and subscribe wherever it is you get your podcasts. I'm sure Jim is coming right back. He'll be here in just a minute with you. You know, when you're on a remote, sometimes you get distracted by multiple different things. Kind of like me sitting here in studio. I'm getting distracted by different things. We got the Mets and Braves on. The Mets up 3-2. I mentioned the Orioles. They were down 7-1 to the Tigers. They've come back and tied it up 7-7. It's unbelievable. The Tigers and Orioles yesterday. The Tigers had 19 hits in the baseball game, and Dylan Dingler, their catcher, all-star, best hitter on the team, didn't have a hit. How in the world you get 5 plate appearances, 19 hits from the team, and your best hitter doesn't get one? I thought hitting was contagious. Apparently not all of the time. Jim's probably going to get into a lot of stuff today, talking a little bit of college football, talking a little bit of NFL. We got training camps going up. Jim, you back with us?
The radio?
Yeah,
on the radio?
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry,
are.
dude.
No, you're all right.
I'm talking to some great fans out here, OU fans that are getting a little bit of an extended warranty. Great people. Louis just texted me from where he at. He says, you're on. So anyway, I'm just talking. You know, that's what I do. I'm here at Carter Chevrolet Okarchi, making friends, selling cars in that order. It is hot outside, but it's nice in here, people. Okay? It's very, very nice. I'm nice and cool. You come on in here. They'll show you some of their great cars. And I promise you will find something you like. Let's go to Traver's Take.
Now it's time for Traver's Take.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Served up by Hook and Reel. If you love seafood, go taste the freshness at Hook and Reel. 6320 Southwest 3rd, right off I-40 in MacArthur.
If you've been listening to this show for a long time, you know my experience with Baker Mayfield over the years. Could not stand him in college. I thought he was a punk. Some of the things that he did. Of course, the OU fans couldn't stand me because there's some OU fans that don't care what their players do. I mean, they could commit murder, and as long as they're playing on Saturdays, they'll be fine with that. And if that's you, fine. If that's not you, I'm not talking about you. But I did not like Baker Mayfield at all. I didn't. And I have been exactly right on him the entire time. All of y'all have, very few of you like to admit it, but I said on the day that he was drafted, the next day, J-Mo, you weren't here, but the next day after he was drafted, I came on the radio right away and I said, he's going to be about a 7 out of 10 quarterback-wise. And I said, and he couldn't have gone to a worse place. And I got to tell you something, he's about a 7 out of 10. And the Cleveland thing beat him up. Then he went to the Rams, and he went somewhere else, I think Carolina or whatever, but he went to the Rams, and he found out what football's supposed to be, and since then, his career has taken off. And now, I don't love the guy, but I do love that he's become, a born-again Christian, and he is, I think, realized his ways when he was young, and I think he's a lot better now, and his family man and things like that. So I don't despise him like I used to. But I'm going to tell you this. There are a couple of things that I talk about on this radio program that many of you know I don't like, and one of them is renegotiating a contract. But he's not renegotiating a contract. He's trying to get his next contract. And this will surprise many of you out there, but I agree with Baker Mayfield. Now, listen. The guy's going to make $33 million this year. Many people will say, oh, he's not happy with that? That's ridiculous, blah, blah, blah. But you people don't understand, all right? Yeah, $33 million is more than most of us will see in our lifetime, okay? But football is a tough sport. Baker Mayfield is 30, 31. He's right in that neighborhood there. If he signs a 4-year deal, I don't know, maybe he'll be like these other quarterbacks, a couple of them now that go a long time, but probably around 35, he's probably going to come down a little bit, more than likely. And he didn't get paid in his second contract like he should have if he wouldn't have been with the disgusting Cleveland Browns. So I think what Baker Mayfield's doing is right. I mean, I think what he's doing is he's basically saying, look, at the end of this season, there are going to be some teams like the pathetic Pittsburgh Steelers that will want me to go play for them. I mean, there'll be other teams too. And if you want to keep me, I love playing here in Tampa. I love it here. I love the guys I play with, but I want to get paid like I should get paid. This does not bother me. I think many of you thought that I would rip Baker for this. I'm not going to. Because I realize that when you're playing in the, quote, big leagues, you got to make as much money as you possibly can. Because guess what? He's not going to, if he retires at 35 years old, he's got maybe 50 more years in his life. So everybody wants to make the most money that they can make. And I don't know about you, J-Mo, but I don't mind what he's doing. What are your thoughts on it?
No, I think you're right. You gotta, and I don't really mind what Tampa's doing either. Do you mind what Tampa's doing?
No, I'm fine with what Tampa's doing too. Sure. I mean, it's all a little game that they're playing, and I think that both of them are going to say who's going to fold first. But I'm going to bet a bunch of money that Tampa Bay will be the one who folds first.
Well, because he could go to a situation like Indianapolis last year, getting Daniel Jones with the shot in the arm they needed until he got hurt, that is. But they were rolling because they had a great roster and then this quarterback to lead the charge with them. He could go to a situation like that. Maybe it's not in Tampa. Tampa might be a little bit further away and maybe could benefit more from higher draft picks. And I think Baker Mayfield could benefit more maybe if that's the case for Tampa, being in a team that's a little bit more competitive because he's still got some good football left in him.
And there's no doubt he does, yeah. And I'm telling you, the Steelers, I mean, there's already talk about the possibility of him going to the Steelers because old man Aaron Rodgers says that this is his last year. And I will bet you that after the season's over, if they don't get something done with Baker, I guarantee you the Steelers are going to be calling his agent. And there'll be some other teams, too. I mean, look at the Arizona Cardinals. He won't go there because they're a joke. But you know who the starting quarterback for Arizona is this year?
Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah. And listen, he's a nice player. I mean, I like the kid, but he's not going to lead you to anything prominent. So Baker is trying to make up for the fact that Cleveland was an absolute joke. Back then, Baker, I think, was still messed up in the mind. I think he still had that mentality of, I'm the greatest thing in the world, blah, blah, blah. But now, now he's, I think he's a much better person. So anyway, I just want to let everybody know out there that I'm on Baker Mayfield's side. Let's talk a little bit about Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones had a 40-minute press conference yesterday, which of course means that that's ridiculously stupid for any general manager / owner to have a 40-minute press conference. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, if I put like 10 pictures out of old men and asked a person who's a good, solid football fan, which one of them is the Rooney that has been messing up the Steelers for the last 4 or 5 years, I don't think many of you would know who he is. I mean, I don't think there's other teams like that around the league too. Maras, with the Giants, y'all don't know who the Maras are. So Jerry, of course, had his press conference, and he said something, J-Mo, that I thought was just unbelievably stupid, which doesn't surprise me for Jerry Jones. He says, this year, I'm not thinking about the future like I have in the past. Really, Jerry? What are you talking about? You have made some of the dumbest moves in the world, okay? And it sure as heck wasn't for the future. But now he doesn't care about the future, J-Mo. He might he's acting like he's going to make some big move that's going to help them go over the top. Golly, man. This guy, you know what he should have just said?
What's that?
He should have just said, I feel like I'm getting ready to die soon, and I'm going to do everything I possibly can to win before I die. Just tell the truth. Don't act like you used to pick up people for the future. No, you didn't. You pick them up to win right away. You always have, which is fine with me. I don't care, but just say it. You're going to hear me, J-Mo, over the football season tear into Jerry Jones. I do that all the time.
Well, Jimmy loves to do the old dog and pony show when it comes to ponying up money for players. So I'm not even sure he likes to pay players that much to begin with.
Oh, no. He will make sure that the players go through heck. He does it all the time with them. By the way, ESPN's getting ready to do a full interview with, what's her name? Why can't I remember her name? disgusting woman in the WNBA. What's her name that I don't like? Why can't I remember? Oh, Reese. What's her name?
Oh, Angel Reese.
Angel Reese. Thank you. I can't remember her name. I just look at her and I want to throw up. Yeah, they're doing a full, like a big old interview with Angel Reese. This is really good. You got to love it. This woman is so bad in basketball. It's unbelievable. She got the 1,000 rebounds in the league before anybody, and that's because she has about 5 billion rebounds. Me-bounds. She misses layups and gets it right back. Right?
That's the old Z-bound.
That's exactly right.
Zach Randolph rebound.
That's right. Me-bounds. Oh, my gosh. Unbelievable. But anyway, I'm on Baker's side, and of course, Jerry, just tell the truth, please. Just tell the truth. That's all we ask. A couple other things I want to get in today. I got to tell you, dude, I love what Tua is about in his faith and family, you know. I really do. I love the kid. But he has had a horrible time with injuries and everything else. And now he's hurt again. His back is hurt.
How about that? That's got to be disappointing for Falcons fans.
I'm going to tell you this, dude. If he has injuries or if he gets another concussion, God forbid, if I'm his dad, now I don't know. They moved out of Hawaii for the other son.
Yeah, totally.
They went to Alabama, and then the son went to Maryland. I don't know. Did they move from Alabama to Maryland, too, to follow him? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Wherever they are, I would get on a plane and I would fly down to, if it's where he is in Atlanta, fly to Atlanta if I'm his dad, and with tears in my eyes, I am begging him to retire. I'm begging him to retire. And that would be horrifically hard. But I'm telling you, this dude, man, he's going to get hurt sometime, and it's going to be really bad. You know what?
I think it's
going to be really bad.
That's the big fear. Before we get to break here, what do you think about, Michael Penix didn't finish the season that bad. People were kind of high on him, even though he's had his own injury concerns before they signed Tua. Do you think they fall off a great deal going from Tua to Michael Penix? Do you trust Michael Penix?
I like Michael Penix. I don't think he's totally ready to lead a team to the championship or anything, but I like the kid. I mean, I don't mind him. I wouldn't have brought Tua in. I would have just said let him play.
I agree.
There's another big thing that I wanted to talk about today, and I'll maybe have to wait a day or so, but this Cousins and Mendoza thing, I mean, I don't know. I love this coach out there. Everybody knows how I feel about him. I wanted the Steelers to get him, but this crap about having him sit on the bench, I'm sorry. We saw Cousins last year, dude. He couldn't throw the ball. You know, he had that daggone bad injury, and he couldn't push off his leg. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I believe you play dudes. That's what you do. If you're going to draft a dude really, really high, you play him. And don't say, well, look at Aaron Rodgers and blah, blah. I don't care. You play him. You play him. Time for an OG&E break. Save up to 20% on your monthly bill at no additional cost. Visit OG.com/efficiency. I'm here today at Carter Chevrolet in Okarche, making friends selling cars in that order. Right now, they got a new 2026 Silverado 1500, 0% financing for 60 months or 2.9 for 72 months. You choose. No big city gimmicks. Give them a call, 405-263-7252, or come join us out here. Get a little chicken. Say hi. We'll be back. This is the home of the Oklahoma City Thunder, the sports animal.
Click on thesportsanimal.com. Recently redesigned and refreshed for you.
Welcome to the internet, my friend. How can I help you?
Always your home to stream WWLS and catch up on podcasts. Plus, get the latest headlines from the world of sports. Chime in on sports polls. Score the play-by-play schedule and event info, contests, and much more. All online now at thesportsanimal.com.
Between work, family, and everything in between, finding time to schedule a doctor's appointment isn't easy. That's why McBride Orthopedic Hospital gives you a better option, self-scheduling. It works around your life. No phone calls, no waiting on hold. Just visit mcboh.com. Pick your time. McBride does the rest. Self-scheduling is simple, flexible, and it puts you in control from the very first step. Self-scheduling is my favorite way to go at McBride. It can be yours too. Go to mcboh.com now to schedule an appointment. You'll love it. I do.
Physician owned.
I wish we could eat breakfast all day. Fluffy pancakes, crispy bacon. You know, Boomerang Diner serves breakfast all day. Let's go right now.
We're here for breakfast lovers all day long. At Boomerang Diner, it all starts here.
Christmas is coming early with Christmas in July at Fire Lake Casino. Earn 50 points Sunday through Saturday for your chance to qualify for the big Saturday drawings all month long in July. Win amazing prizes like TVs, gaming consoles, freezers, tool sets, and more.
At 800